Hello, friends. It is I, Maiden. We're gonna be playing some more Strange Horticulture, and hopefully this bit don't break again today. Um, I have the controller working, and it looks good, so hopefully we're fine. My Pokemon community game's not in my chat. Alright, I'm double checking the Pokemon community games. Yeah, it's added. It should work. I don't see it in chat though, and it's in TJ's chat. I'm confused. Yeah, I don't know why it's not working. But it's whatever. Let's just play the game. I don't really want to harp too much on the bullshittery. Oh, right. The insect makes the salt marshes uninhabitable. People stay away and not much grows there, but I know where to find an unusual plant. I have drawn you a map in case you decide it's worth your time. I think it is worth our time, so let's open up the map. I hate that the map song from Dora came into my head. Genuinely hate that. Come on, let me. Let's put that there. And then. So it's definitely gonna be along here, I would think. So this is supposed to be a hand-drawn map, so it's not great anyways. Unless I'm gonna guess, is this like change here? So I'm gonna guess it's like either this one or this one. I'm gonna go for this one. The air is thick and flying. Biting insects have been an unbearable plague. I fight against it for mere moments before I'm overwhelmed. If only I had some blue winter to keep them at bay. So I need winter boar. I have not identified this one yet. Blue alloy or blue winter after its cool blue-gray flowers. Hi Dom, thank you for the alert. Hi Voodoo, how are you doing? Winter boar is a hardy plant, often found growing in extreme cold environments. The rubbery leaves make an effective insect repellent when applied to the skin. Okay, so if I remember correctly, I've not... So anything over here I've gotten. So it's not going to be over here, it's going to be over this way. Leaning towards it being this one. Because it's the most, like it looks most like it. Blue-gray flowers with an orange center. Yeah, I'm leaning towards it being this one, or I don't have it. Let's try this one. Yay, I got it right. I'm the best. Cookie. Another long day at the shop. That's so fair. I definitely get that. I'm currently working 2 jobs, so I definitely get that. A maid in a day keeps the boredom away. I don't know about that. A plant with powerful mind-altering... Okay, I don't need to read that yet. So winter boar, we're gonna go put that in the identified section. So it can plant its ass right there. The blue winter saves my skin, but the swirling mass of insect is so thick in places that it is hard to see. At length I come across what I came for and hurry away. So I did get a new plant. Ooh, that one's a cool plant. So this one's done, so it can go into our archive. I'm gonna water our plants so that way we can do another one. I mean, y'all might. I don't know what you gotta do in your spare time. Okay, so what's this one say? Oh, nothing. Okay, so I didn't actually need to water my plants. Oh well. Oh no, I didn't do that. I didn't mean to do that. That's my bad. Oh well. Thank you for your help and discretion earlier. The Sisterhood is grateful, but the news that the Arda was poisoned with gilded dentra has everyone worried. The temporary acting Arda is panicking. I probably shouldn't be telling you this, but one of the sisters has gone missing, a runaway called Thea, that we took in a few years ago. We are trying to find her, and Sister Charlotte remembered that the Jacobsworth plant is said to help locate people. Okay, let's take a look at that. Jacobsworth. People tend to be drawn to the unusual flowers of the Jacobsworth, but it is in the leaves that have the most interesting properties. It is said they will point the way toward any person you wish to locate, and have been used successfully to find many a lost wanderer out on the fellows. So we need a leaf that looks like it. Oh. Definitely this one. I have no other leaves that look anything like it. It's definitely this one. And they did say strange flowers, so... Yep, I got it. I don't need to read that one till we're looking for it. You can come into our identified section. It's my wife's birthday and I want to get her something special. There was a plant that she used to love as a child but hasn't been able to find any in years. It's sort of bulb-like and has a strong smell to it, but strong in a good way. Oh, and the flowers is more like a lot of little flowers. So... sort of bulb-like, has a strong smell to it. There's a lot of things that could be. Bright red flowers grows at the end of sin. No, I don't think it's that one. What about this one? Red fruit, long flat leaves. None of these are talking about a strong smell to it. Dark purple flowers, so helpful. This one? The bulb is quite firm and turquoise in color. The orange fruits have no noticeable odor. Says it has a strong smell, but in a good way. And that's definitely a bulb. I don't have... Unless it's potentially one that I've already done. I'm not seeing any bulbs here either. Mary's breath, maybe? No. Let's look at these. A red flower that provides... No. Honestly? Wait, that one mentioned a bulb. Henchuck. The fruit of the henchuck can have startling effects on the memory. Even a dose can result in short-term memory loss, but in larger amounts it can has been known to cause severe amnesia. The tuberous bulb has an unusual structure, growing in bursts that give it a striped appearance when cut open. When the outer layer hardens and turns blue-green, it is ready to harvest. think I'm gonna be right. But let's try this. No. Okay, so what did you say again? There's a plant that she used to love when she was a child. It's a sort of bulb-like. Has a strong smell to it, but strong in a good way. Oh, and the flowers are more like a lot of little flowers. This one? You said strong smell. If it's this one, I'm gonna be upset. No. Okay. And I got the bad. So I need to try not to die. Shiver travels down my spine. My mind is broken. Oh boy. Got it. Oh, fuck me. Okay, so at least these two are so fun. I read about a wonderful sounding ornamental plant, but my book didn't say what it was called or where to find it. It has curled leaves and a dark blue flower. Okay. Curled leaves, dark blue flower. I'm sure this said curled leaves earlier. Don't have many dark blue flowers left. Okay, so then they must be asking for a plant that I already have. Yeah, it's gotta be this one. Okay, so I wish that I knew that was a possibility, because that's the first time we've given somebody something that we've already identified. Okay, well, that's good to know, I guess. I'm not happy about it, but whatever. We've had our eye on you for some time now. Join us. Praise the Dendru. I represent a group called the Seeds of Redemption. Your expertise would be very useful to us, and we have much to offer in return. Let us know we can count on you by leaving a single St. John's poppy flower outside the San Gil Church before Friday. Do not make the mistake of ignoring us. St. John's poppy outside San Gil Church. Okay. I assume this is the church? Nothing here. Excuse me? You water my plants then. The church isn't hard to find in the small hamlet of Sadgill. This must be the place. So I need a St. John's poppy. Okay, so that's one that we have labeled before. I like how it was the one thing that I didn't have labeled over here. You can go in the archives. Oh, right, I forgot. This is one of the tools I can use. Okay, we're gonna put that here, so I don't forget about it again. I have returned from Swinside. I must admit I was hoping for more to go on, but there was certainly signs of a ritual having been performed at the stone circle. And the poor victim, with the less said about him the better. Reuben had it right, though. Grisly. I have the beginnings of a theory, but I'd like to run some tests on a sample of the Gildan dendro. Do not drink the sap of this plant. The lips and veins will turn black as the blood succumbs to Dendra's miasma. It's sure and painful way to die. The poison is so potent that even touching the leaves of the plant can be painful. I already know which one that is, and it's this pretty one here. Oh, what the fuck? Damn it. It's definitely been too long since I played this game, because I keep making mistakes. Hi, Bullet. There's not currently room in my chair for you. No, my love. No, Bullet. Bullet, no. Bullet, no. Bullet! Stop it! You just... Okay, make yourself at home, I guess. Hi, Bullet. I love you. Did you just need to be held for a minute? Yeah, is this how I'm streaming now? Is you stuck in my lap? Yeah, that's fine. I don't want to be comfy or anything, buddy. Why would I want that when I could have Bullet cuddles, right? You at least comfy, Bullet? I sure hope so, because I'm fucking not. Poor bully. Okay, note to self. This is bad. We don't like this tool.
Look,
I still don't know what the fuck this thing does.
Everyone likes it a little. Just don't go too far. Blue is a warning sign.
Pretty sure it's this one. Yep. Maiden sorrow! Why am I sorrowful? I mean, you know what? No. I don't even need to ask. My aunt died 2 weeks ago and I inherited her house. I've been sifting through her possessions and last night I found something unusual. In a forgotten corner of the attic, I found a coffin. More unusual still, it was bound by strong vines, so strong that I cannot cut through them. I immediately thought of your shop. You know about plants, right? Yeah, but I don't know what plant's gonna help you. Something that can cut through strong vines. Oh. Yeah. Royal Gentia. Sometimes called the pink or the Eberhard. The pink flowers of the Royal Gentia are made up of two large kidney-shaped petals. One of the few known ways to release the bind of swift snare is to apply a paste created from the sap of the Royal Gentia. Two pink kidneys. I think it's this one. Pink flowers, so helpful. Hey, Dexter. Yeah, currently Dexter's at my feet and Bullet's on top of me. I'm gonna kick you off soon, Bullet. You're hurting me. It's like, no. Hi, Papa. Love. Mind you, this is an 80-something pound fucking dog in my lap. 5 miles south of the tallest, but one it grows in peace in the midday sun. Before she left, she returned to her hiding place and carefully retrieved the book, her excitement building as she did. She cannot articulate what was so alluring to her about the book, but by now it has become an obsession. Hey, Bullet, you're hurting me. I'm sorry. "5 miles south of the tallest but one. It grows in peace in the midday sun. 5 miles south of the tallest. No, Bullet. No. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. The 5 miles south of the tallest, but one. It grows in peace in the midday sun. Yeah, I don't know. I was able to strip away the swift snare spines and lift the lid with more than a little trepidation, I'll admit. To my relief, but also disappointment, the coffin contained nothing but dust. At least that's what I thought at first, but when I looked closer, I discovered a gold amulet embedded in the gray ash. On the back of the amulet, it's an inscription that says, "With Solomon's scepter I awake." Solomon's scepter, that's a plant, right? Yes, it is. Why are we trying to awake the dead? I don't even care. Also known alarmingly as Hell's Gate. Okay, maybe I shouldn't give this to her. And sometimes Solomon scorn, the flowers of the plants are commonly used in witchcraft and other satanic practices. Many sweet-smelling small flowers growing along a stem. I don't think I should give this to you. But I'm going to because you're a paying customer. Please don't unwake anything like demonic that's gonna like come for me. I don't know. Just leave me out of it. I heard a shepherd got killed by some wild beast up near the Swinside Stone Circle. They said it slaughtered half his flock as well. People around here don't seem too bothered, but it got them panicked down Foxfield Way. Kentmere Eye. Okay. Kentmere. Where you at? Where the fuck is it? Oh, there it is. I descended into a pleasant valley where the village of Kentmere is situated. On my way, I passed the Brockstone, or Badger Rock, which has always been popular with the local children who challenge each other to scramble up its craggy sides. I make a beeline to the village church, St. Cuthbert's, which is sheltered by an ancient yew tree. There are many plants to admire amongst the headstones and tombs, but sadly nothing extraordinary for me to find today. Is that not what I needed to do? Kentmere Eye. Well, try again in a minute. How are you again? Well, this is interesting. I was able to confirm that it was indeed gilded dendra that was used at the Swineside ritual site. That's a worrying sign. It's a plant that is used in several of the darker incantations, and it can't be a coincidence that the same plant was used in the poison of Arda. There must be a connection between the other murder and the sisterhood. I need some mental clarity to think it through some more. Some maiden sorrow would help a lot. Why would my sorrow help you? That's so mean. But I'll give it to you regardless. Hold up, I'm gonna go cry in the corner or some maiden sorrow. Rubbing the soft leaves of this plant between one's finger and thumb is said to prevent the mind from wandering, providing a focusing effect. The flowers of this plant droop mournfully, but its thorns along its stem that are thought to lend to its name. I think it's you. Yep. It looks like I'm going to have to make a trip back to Blackcomb. Verona noticed something at the Swineside site that had me pondering. A piece of slate with a symbol drawn on it in black. Can't think of anywhere else around there where you'd get a slate from. That and Brenly Miller keeps insisting that he saw something up at Blackcomb. Then again, Brenly Miller does claim that fairies stole his wheelbarrow. If I'm going to spend a night out in the hills, I'll want to take some eyebright with me. Wouldn't want anyone sneaking up on me in the dark. Take care not to touch its brightly colored thorns. That they will do no lasting damage, but they contain a small amount of venom that will cause a severe pain for several days after. A plant that only grows to the south and warmer climates, where they call it loath after a long dead king, known to improve eyesight at night, even in the darkest places. So you have thorns. I'm gonna move some of these unidentified plants over. And I don't have anything further down this way, do I? No. So I'm definitely not even halfway through the game. I would assume just based off the amount of unidentified plants and plants I just don't have yet. Let me move these over. Make room for more identified plants. Go over here. You'll join our identified plants. I'm gonna try the Kenmere Eye again. Kenmere Eye. What does it mean by that? Maybe something up here? Yeah, currently we have like 2 map hints that I have no fucking clue about what they are. Because I clicked this one for Kenmere and that didn't work. Does it ever stop raining in Undermere? You have a reputation in town for knowing about unusual plants. I need some gray sandfire. Nobody around here seems to even know what I'm talking about, but I hope I'm in the right place. Gray sandfire. Sandfire has a tough outer bark, which has many useful properties. Some chew it as a form of dental hygiene, taking care not to swallow it as it can cause unpleasant stomach distress. The flame-like tendrils give off a smoky scent, adding to the impression of roaring fire. I guess it has to be either this one. It's gotta be this one, right? Because it says bark. Yeah, wood smokes. Feels like, yeah, it's this one. At first she felt free, but it wasn't long before the reality of her situation began to take its toll. She stole food when she was hungry and slept in makeshift shelters, not knowing where she was going, not caring. Eventually she made her way to Grisdale Forest. Lowick to Ilgill Head. Boxfield to Crinkle Crags. Huh? Also, I think I lost one of my hints. The one that I didn't do yesterday. Okay, so there's Crinkle Crags. Here's Lowick. The Foxfield. The Crinkle Crags. What the fuck is Ilgil? Oh, there it is. So my guess is I'm supposed to pick like where they cross in the middle. So I would say like right here probably. The magpie sees me before I see it. I do not know how long it's been watching me, but I can tell that it is interested in my movements. A strange sensation creeps over me. I feel an urge to leave this place, but not before collecting a plant for further study, one for sorrow. Turning to leave, I see another magpie and another plant I have never seen before. Two for joy. I got 2 purple plants! I like purple. But interesting. I don't... Oh, I guess it still is here. 5 miles south of the tallest, but one. Oh! Tallest but one, so I would say second tallest, maybe? 899, 978, 902. I think 902, so 5 miles south. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So just north of Torver, or northwest of Torver. We'll try that. You are wise to pledge your support to the seeds of redemption. Together we are stronger. Now that the Den Drew has awoken, the redemption is upon us. It is a glorious time. Our deeds will be remembered for 1,000 years. Those of us that have put our faith in the awoken Dendru will be saved, but we must act swiftly. We will be in touch soon. Okay. I just realized there is a hint button. I'm stupid. My mind is clouded. Dark. I see it, and it sees me. All of me. Elder Finium is the answer. It must be. I will not forget those who helped me, horticulturist. Elder Finium. The petals of this flower can be brewed to create an antidote to the Dendra's miasma, a deadly poison that causes the blood to slowly turn black, eventually resulting in painful death. Oh, so the thing that's been killing everybody, that's been poisoning everybody, this is the cure. Meaning she definitely has been poisoned. Has an intoxicating scent similar to that of Solomon's scepter. Okay, so looking at my plants. It's one of these purple ones, I think. Gentle scent. Unpleasant scent. I don't think I had anything else that had, like the little inner bits. Yeah, that doesn't have it. And it does that. Yeah, I think it's this one. Oh, it's not that one. Okay, so if it's... I've found it if there's a check mark next to it. Okay, well then I don't know. I'm gonna need a hint. I should get that viewing device working. I need to take another look at that clue card. Maybe that'll lead me to the plant I'm looking for. To get that viewing device working. Okay, I already got that hint. But, like, what viewing device? Okay, I'm gonna go fucking get this plant. Whatever. 5 miles south of the tallest fucking thing. So they're 978, 902. Yeah, it's the 902 one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The forest here is lush and vibrant, but the birdsong feels enchanting like the sirens nestled in the undergrowth under the shade of a birch tree. A plant grows. Is this the fucking plant that she wants? No. Red ebony? Plant is said to uncover that which is hidden, including buried treasure and secret writing. The red ebony is extremely rare and not well studied. Blood has been spilled over the plant, which is where the red part of the name is believed to come from, since confusingly the large flower is in fact blue. Okay, so I need this. It's fucking this plant. Activate the viewing device. Boy, now what? Take a look at the map through the viewing device. Maybe there's something interesting on there. Fair point. Ah. Okay. Tomb of the Hunter. The Great Oak. Whoever wrote on my map has been very helpful. I would never have thought to come out to this desolate place in search of a plant, but a quick search yields exciting results. Okay, but where to put my new plant? Oh, there it is. And then I know that this is elderfinium. My mom was into horticulture. I found this among her things. Golden light, that's a plant, right? I'm not sure what long meg can mean though. Is that another plant? Anyways, I thought you should have it just in case it's any help. She loved this shop. Golden light, start at long meg. Long meg. Oh, so who redeemed, a good girl? Thank you, whoever did that. It's not showing me. That's really weird. Long meg. Long meg. Where long meg? No, Bullet, there's no room for you. The memorial bears the Swaif prior. It stirs a memory. He was one of the Dryer. Theirs is a lonely life at the mercy of a dangerous addiction. They build a tolerance to the Dranthium sap in childhood, and that they might benefit from its potent effects, but they will die if they stop taking it. An unusual plant grows sparsely around the memorial. Help me. The amulet. I can't remove it, and it's drawing life from me. Long Verica. You happy you're in the chair, Bullet? Even though I told you no. Sometimes called Witch's Remedy, the long vericund is believed to live curses. Small leaves growing in pairs along the stem. There. Stem. I can feel it working. Thank you. It's good to see you, my friend. I've been on the road so long and started to wonder if you were still on the other end of the letters I've been sending. I'm back in town for a few days, though I wanted to give you these before I forgot. I found them in the pocket of an overcoat that belonged to your uncle. I almost threw them away, but I saw the symbols on them that might mean something to you. Okay. Okay, but how am I supposed to know what order these are supposed to go in? Go ahead. I have no idea what any of this means, but it seems like something you might find interesting. Found it while clearing out the nook to the east. Made from the crushed petals of 3 distinctive plants, Baylock's elixir is a potent aid to memory, allowing those who drink it to ensure that they retain important information that they will never forget. Care must be taken after drinking, however, to avoid the fate of Grey Gale, who slowly lost her mind after taking Baylocks and staring at a blank wall for 12 hours. Okay, what am I supposed to do with that? A young woman alone in the world, she was taken in by the sisterhood and given a home. It was a chance for redemption, a great new start. In Tibet, a noble elder stood silently watching the starry skies. You wouldn't think, following the modern railway line into Tibet, that this prosperous village was once home to an mysterious prophetess. Mary Baines, a local witch, haunted the locals with her tales about the end of the world. Although such prognostications may seem quite quaint nowadays, her grave in the churchyard is still avoided by all in the village, and nothing grows there. Is that not what I needed to do? Okay. Long Meg. Sorry, I've not heard of it, but I'll keep an eye out for you in the library. As long as you can get me some fever kiss, that is. Too many late nights at the library are taking their toll. Okay, so you want fever kiss. The red berries provide an energy boost that lasts hours. The leaves are pale in color. It's this one. Bullet! God, you're so annoying, Bullet. There's talk around town of a woman who wears a green mask made of jade. There are all sorts of oddballs in the Undermere, but that's certainly unusual. Beckfoot candle. A huge tree stands before me, impossibly tall and wide, bigger than I could have ever imagined. Any living thing that might be, its upper branches graze the sky. Then give me something? I've been talking to people around town, trying to learn as much as I can about the beast that is rumored to have been seen in these parts. In the old world, they called this thing the Servant, but the people here seem to have forgotten that name, except a group calling themselves the Seeds of Redemption. They are something I did not expect, and they have made it clear that they want me to stay away from the Servant. They seem to worship it, but I'm getting distracted. My Dranthium supplies are low. I need more. Dranthium. A plant with flower mind-altering abilities. Those who inhale smoke from burning its long, sharp leaves elevate their awareness to levels outside and unachievable. Some know Dranthium as Green Eye, a name derived from the telltale sign of an overdose, where even the whites of the eyes take on a green tint. Oh! You mean like this? Looks like this. I crept around Blackcomb 2 nights ago in the pitch black. That eyebrow is some potent stuff. I could see clear as day. Up on the fell, I found a shallow pit full of skulls, some deer, fox, badger, and some human. There was an eerie silence about the place, and every part of me was screaming to get out of there. Back down on the flat, I heard a terrible noise, like an axe maker's wet stone, but unmistakably animal. High on the ridgeline, I saw a cowled woman with a jade mask watching me, and beside her something dark, inhuman, and bloody huge. I don't mind admitting that I'm out of my depth on this one. I'll need to speak to Verona again. While I'm here, I'll grab some wild coal from my pounding head. You have been out drinking too, if you'd seen what I had. Wild coal. Purple berries are recommended by physicians in place of hair on the dog mentality as a tonic for those suffering of the effects of having drunk too much the night before. There are some who consider wild coal a sacred plant, perhaps owning to its rarity, and claim that it's bad luck to pick berries from them. Purple berries. This one. No. This one. Huh? The fuck have purple berries on it? I gave them the only 2 plants that have fucking berries on it. These scraps of paper can be arranged to make a code. But how? Oh. That's how. Okay. I can archive these. A Briar's Disc, often called a smuggler's disc, is a simple device that can be used to send coded messages, the location of the cached cargo, for example. The principle is cunningly straightforward, but the code is undecipherable to prying eyes. Both parties must be in possession of a disc of identical size with the same symbols etched around its edge in a map. To encode a location, you would then place the disc over some named point on the map nearby, and note whichever symbol is pointing to the location. It may be necessary to string multiple symbols together, but you can use this method to reach any other point on the map as required. Okay, so that's what this is, then. Okay, I still need wild coal. But I don't think I have it. Rich! I love you too. Purple berries. And it's rare. I tried this one, it said it wasn't that. I tried this one, it said it wasn't that. These are the only plants that I've not identified with fucking purple berries. Beckfoot candle. Oh, hold up. Kentmere eye. Okay, so Kentmere eye. Okay, it's either gonna be this one or like this one. I'm gonna try this one. From Kentmere, I followed the bearing of the eye and ended up in a small forest north of Kendal. The woods are thick with briar and brambles, but amongst the tangled overgrowth, a type of flower is flourishing. I'm so smart. And I think this is what he needs. Here you go, sir. Yee. I'm smart. Mostly. Sometimes. Occasionally. When I want to be. I don't know. But how are you doing, Rich? My son is very sick. Someone told me about a mushroom that produces a thick, milky liquid that will help relieve his stomach pains. I'm willing to try anything. Milky fluid, stomach pains. And I already have this one. I think it's this one? Yeah. Hi, Verona. Poor Reuben. He looks a little worse for wear this morning. He took it hard when his wife died and never did quite give up the drink. I think I know what ritual was performed at the stone circle. It all adds up. And the summoning spell. Someone called to something across the void and tried to bring it here. And with the state of that body all torn to shreds, I'd say they succeeded. And then the gilded dendra. That's really got me thinking. I found this in Dr. Worthing's bestiary. A little light reading for you. I'm headed to Grisdale Forest again. The sisterhood will know more. It has many names. Some call it the Woken Dendru, believing it to be related in some way to the deadly gilded dendra plant. Others call it the Night Stalker, the Miasma, or the Dread, but the most common name for it in the Shires is Servant. You'll have heard of it in children's songs such as Keep the Fire Burning and Servant and Master, and there are hints of it in the older stories, but nobody alive has seen it in the flesh. It is said that the dead ground northeast of Tibet, where nothing but black Digitaeus mortis grows, was caused when the servant last walked on lands hundreds of years ago. So, northeast of Tibet. The wide area of blackened ground known here to the locals as Dead Man's Field, dark mushrooms protrude from the soil, like fingers reaching out from the grave. Oh, those are creepy. Hi, Vintonius. How are you doing? I don't think I'm going to be streaming much longer. I'm starting to get a migraine. I'll probably do one more day and then call it there. And then I'm going to take a nap, and then we'll be streaming Schedule 1 today. I know typically we do it Wednesday, but we're going to do it today. Every day she attentively followed the teachings of the Arda. Every day she patiently performed the task given to her. Every day thoughts of the book itched away at the back of her mind. The secret uncovered is a secret no more, 2 miles north of Foxfield. Foxfield. I'm also looking for Beckfoot. Okay, so there's Beckfoot, Foxfield. We'll do Foxfoot. It was 2 miles north, right? Yeah. 1, 2. 2 ravens circling above their caws and croaks, cleaving the silence. An omen I grab what I came for and I leave. And then I'm just gonna water plants so that way I can get the Beckfoot one. Beckfoot candle. The candle leads me east of Westwater to the north. Mighty Scalfell Pike grazes the sky, the tallest peak in England. The challenge beckons to me, perhaps another time. And then I need to find Long Meg. Got Beckfoot candles, so I can get rid of that one. Okay. One from your librarian friend today. She probably has something to know about the Longfoot one. In reference to your question the other day about Longmeg, I'm afraid I do not have an answer, but Calder Abbey has a wealth of knowledge on local lore. If you ever go there, the monks will request a plant from you, but they won't tell you what they want. Sort of test, they'll never allow me to look in through their stacks. Calder Abbey. A smaller window opens with a much larger oak door from the darkness, with a voice proclaims only a friend may enter. I know we've used this plant before. I think it was Fox Button. Yeah, it represents friendship. Why is this one labeled? Okay, I don't like that it's throwing non-labeled things in my labeled section. The hatch snaps shut, and the oak door swing inward slowly without a sound. I am ushered in by a man wearing a plain brown robe. He nods silently when I ask him about Meg, and leads me through the abbey to a small library filled with scrolls and books. Without a word, he pauses for a moment, surveying, before selecting a scroll and handing it to me. Regarding Meg, there's a stone circle north of Undermere. Hi, Rosa. How are you doing? And thank you so much for the follow. Oh, Stag's great. Yeah, I'm a mod over there. He's great. I've known him for a couple years now. But yeah, welcome to the team. According to local legends, some hundreds, perhaps even thousands of years ago, a witch known as Longmeg lived nearby, along with her daughter. They were wild, godless people who practiced evil magic, until one night they went too far, and Meg and her daughters were turned to stone. The tall stone that stands apart from the main circle is called Longmeg by the locals. Ooh, what scary movie? I love scary movies. Okay, so north of Undermere, stone circle. North of Undermere, there's a stone circle. Is it just here? Nothing. Not quite, Macaroon. So, there are just some days that I'm not really wanting to have a camera on, and today's one of those days. I have a migraine and I'm not feeling super great, and so I have this PNG tuber just for those days. So yeah. The Sisterhood are trying my patience again. If the old Arda was around, but she's not. They've kept secrets for hundreds of years. If ever there was a time to share them, it is now. They know of a way to defeat this servant, some ritual or a weapon or something, but their stubborn pride won't bring them to ask for help. Well, I won't sit idly by and do nothing. I'd better have a little chat with this new Arda. And I think I'll take some mountain astery with me. But how are you doing, Macaroon? Large cup-like flowers produce a stale, damp smell. Thinking this one? Yeah, I think it would be this one. Because it's a migraine, my migraines tend to be very picky on what I can and cannot take. Smells rotten. Up like flowers. But I have it. But let me check to see if there's anything here unlabeled. No, that's all labeled. Let's grab a hint. I need to go back through my letters. I'm sure there's... Okay. So, I need to do my plan. Golden light. Start at Long Meg. Okay, so Long Meg. A stone circle. North. So maybe the daughters? South 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. There, maybe? The river is in its youth here, flowing swiftly through the rocks with a melodic gurgle. Among the tall grasses that line the river, there is much more unusual looking flower. Okay, yeah, that definitely worked. Okay, where did it put this new plant? Not where I want new plants to go, that's for fucking sure. Where are you at, new plant? There you are. And this should smell a certain way. I don't think it's this. But... Try? Nope. I knew it wouldn't be. Oh, fuck. Come on, get your ass over here. I need to look through my letters. I'm sure there's something new. Okay. Okay, so it's not this. That I can archive. I don't need that currently. Blackhall Road, Kendall. can get rid of this one. I can get rid of this one. And I can get rid of this one. In today's noble elders, in Tibet, a noble elder stood silently watching the starry skies. Is there anything hidden here? So in Tibet, which I know I already clicked this one. In Tibet, a noble elder stood silently watching starry skies. You wouldn't think following a modern... Yeah. I'm confused. And everything in here should be checked off. That's checked off. Yeah. Everything in here is fucking checked off. Okay, so... not in my archive. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna ask for it. I have not played Silk Song, no. Didn't that just come out though? I should take another look at that card for a medicinal plant shop. Maybe I'll find something there. Okay. Robert Barrow's Medicinal Herbology. Blackhall Road in Kendall. I find the medicinal herbology shop of Blackhall Road. I know you, says the man behind the counter. Robert Barrow, presumably. You're the owner of Strange Horticulture. 2 hours later, after a lengthy and engaging discussion covering a variety of botanical subjects, we decide on a trade. It turns out Robert is a collector of unusual fungi, and I have just the thing for him. Copper Caledonia. Yeah, I haven't played the first Hollow Knight, but also if it came out recently, I've been trying to save my money. This plant has a rejuvenation effect, but most who have tried the benefit from its properties have come to realize that it is a curse, not a blessing. Though you may appear younger, you will quickly become more frail and brittle. The red patches that are often seen growing on it are in fact a type of fungus themselves and not part of the plant. Okay, so this is something that I've not discovered, or not. Okay, so it's either the purple one or this one. And based off the shape, I think it's gonna be with this one. And he gave me 3 new plants. Yay! Oh, I can get even more. Okay, so that goes over here. So then let's try to find Mountain Astery again. Large cup-like flowers. What do you smell like? That's such a weird fucking statement. These look like cups. Yup, stale. Here you go, woman. Hi, TJ TikTok chat. Has TJ stopped streaming? No, he's still alive. Good, because I was going to read him. Plant that is believed, but... Okay, I don't need to read that yet. Okay, we're going to finish this day, and then I'm going to read TJ and go take a nap before schedule 1 tonight. I have finished the designs you asked me to work on. Be very careful in wrapping these. Some of the glasswork is quite delicate, and I have taken great care transporting them. Okay. Ooh, I can brew elixirs now. Ooh. Make plants from these. Sometimes fatal can usually be cured by taking hop heart boiled in vinegar. Okay, so these are antidotes. The new Arda wouldn't like me being here, but the forest is in danger. I spoke with Verona Green earlier. It's bad. If the danger has awoken, then it will come for us. You must place an offering at the altar of Arduiana. Okay, so let's go do that then. Bullet, can you stop? This one. It seems Beth has been able to keep her fellow sisters away from this part of the forest for now, at least. The trees are thick here, old too. The altar seems to belong here, as much part of the forest. I place an offering to the goddess Arduiana. Okay, I can offer one of two things. Ember Soul or Caldery. So, Caldery... The use of Caldery are not well known. Some say its applications in dark magic, but this author has found neither substance nor specifics to back up those claims. Those who worship Huntress Arduina place this flower as an offering to ensure a successful hunt. It grows from a thin stem to small leaves. Or there's Ember Soul. Ember Soul is thought to have protective properties. It is sometimes given as an offering to various deities in return for sanctuary. Okay. I think I'm going to use Ember Soul to protect them. So, produces flowers with many petals. Watch out for the leaves, they're razor sharp. Many leaves. Razor sharp. Produces flowers with many petals. Razor sharp leaves. I think it's this one. I think it's this one. But let's try a couple other options just to be certain. Yeah, I feel pretty confident that this is Ember Soul. We'll leave this. Have a great day, Macron. We do. Okay, and I did label that one correctly. Perfect. Hi, Natalie. I'm being harassed by Looney, shouting about the redemption, saying they're going to set it free, whatever the hell that means. When they can take their seeds of whatever, woken something or other nonsense, and stick it where the sun don't shine. I'm not joining their damn cult. I just want to tend my garden in peace. I'm looking for some lark shine to drive them away if they come around again. Okay, some lark shine. Larkshine is a plant with a powerful defense mechanism. It releases stingy barbs triggered by a light touch. The pain is said to be unbearable and can last for several days. Sometimes confusingly called kidney flower, this is thought to be reference to the kidney-shaped seeds held within the spiny petals that grow on this plant. Spiny petals. No, bullet. I don't want you. Okay, I'm gonna guess it's this bitch right here. Yeah. Okay, it's end of day. Let me move these over. It's time she learned that the sisterhood had secrets. Or had she always known that? Had she come to them by chance, or had she sought them out deliberately? She wasn't sure, but by now she knew that she wanted, and she would do anything to get it. To the impressive ridgeline of the crinkled crowd stretches across the full width of my vision. Days like this today are worth being alive. A colorful plant stands out amongst them else. Ooh, that's a cool plant. Okay. That is where we are going to end it here. I'm gonna go take some rest before we play Schedule 1 tonight. So I shall see you guys later. We're gonna go ahead and raid TJ. So for those of you on Twitch, please stick around for the raid. Give TJ some love. If you are on TikTok or YouTube, thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys later tonight with some Schedule 1. For the Twitch chat, after it swaps to my ending stream, it's going to post a couple messages in chat. You can copy and paste one of those into TJ's chat to let him know where you all came from. Thank you guys for watching. I hope to stream more of this next week and hopefully finish it in the next week or two. So bye!